But movies like Animal House have really shaped the way people think fraternities should be, so that they come in thinking it's supposed to be like Animal House, and then they try to carry out these preconceived notions, which really does become a struggle when we're trying to educate against that.
Think about every activity that you're getting ready to do, and I know sometimes we don't want to, but you need to think of, is there any type of injury?
On July 30th, 1999, a Kentucky jury awarded over $930,000 to former University of Louisville student who claimed he was badly beaten as a result of hazing by the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Testimony in trial found that Blackstone and other members of the University of Louisville chapter were also forced to eat dog food, stay up all night, and run around a track carrying bricks. Mr. Blackstone was hospitalized for acute kidney failure.
That's all you have to ask yourself anytime. If I videotape this and this got out on hard copy, what would happen?
I think it's become socially acceptable, not to haze, but it's become a norm on this campus. I know on other traditional campuses that hazing is not acceptable, but on this campus we only have a select few that do not haze, so we're in the minority.
Well, just simply, I don't think hazing has a place in the Greek world whatsoever. I wasn't hazed, going from kindergarten to first grade and first grade to second grade and that kind of thing. I don't think there's any real value to hazing. I've never been a proponent of hazing.
Maybe they say it goes down to tradition, but if you're a national organization, obviously you were founded by, a couple of individuals, ours being 8. And so those individuals supersede anything that tradition may have started, because originally the tradition was not to haze.
We're going to lose good members who won't come into our group because hazing exists, that we're going to lose some people who started the hazing and have said it's crazy. We're going to have some people who stay in it just because they don't want bad stuff happening to their pledge brothers because they drop out. I'd take death after death after death. Scott Kruger at MIT, for the Fijis and so forth, and I'd say those over and over again. One death would wipe out all that tradition and all the benefit that people are talking about, but the fact that we've had about 80 with males and about 6 with women, that is unforgivable.
Live from WSIL-TV, this is News 3. Bringing the River Region home to you. This is the River Region Evening Edition at 5:30.
You're watching KFES 12, your live, local, late-breaking source for news with Jim Burns, Tiffany Sisson, and Brian Allworth. Now, Heartland News at noon.
It was just a very surreal conversation at first. Really just thought it was all hearsay. I figured this is a case of someone maybe got lost in the woods. I really didn't know all the details up front.
All right, Lauren, thanks a lot. Again, the investigation is continuing. We'll keep you posted as to what they find.
Wasn't sure if everyone really had the right sources. At that point, it was just someone was missing.
Around 4:30 Sunday morning, Johnson and another person took a canoe out on the lake. The canoe capsized. The other canoer was able to swim to shore, but Johnson could not be found. Members immediately called 911 for help. Divers
If I hear it at 10:30, I'll come down there and and choreography play level with me on something.
I just had my job out. It's like,
I don't want to fight because I wrote such decent pictures. So I finally told him, and he said, well,
But I think it's just like she's the director of student development.
SIU officials cut all ties to Pi Kappa Alpha's chapter today.
But today, SIU's Director of Student Development says they are guilty of all charges.
And even though they said they were only guilty of one, SIU administrators decided that the fraternity had violated all 8 charges.
I think it's they got what they deserved, you know. They went out and did something they weren't supposed to do, and they're getting the rightful suspension.
I agree with the decision because the severity of the situation that happened. There was a life that was lost, and so there needed to be a severe consequence, and revoking that chapter's rights to stay on campus permanently was a correct decision.
What good is a chapter if it's thrown off campus? It's of no use whatever. I mean, this is a time for some compromise and so forth, and no one's trying to say that people can't have a good time. It's the injuries that they're trying to stop.
What's kind of happening is out with the old and in with the new. But also we have a lot of potential for new Greek chapters to come onto this campus. Phi Kappa Tau will be here in the fall, and Tau Kappa Epsilon, if the timing is right, plans on joining here in the spring.
The leadership that students who choose select involvement in a fraternity and sorority, combined with the need, desire, and want to give back to the community are very key aspects of what a Greek organization gives back to the university. The one thing that I wish for all fraternities and sororities is to simply, very simply, live your ritual on a daily basis. Because we all know everybody's got their different ritual, but the bottom line is the basics are there. We're supposed to be one another's keeper. It's the whole thing about you choose when you're wearing your letters. That's bogus. You're always wearing your letters. You've initiated into that chapter, you've taken the oath, you've got your badge. I mean, you're every part of this organization, and you be that part of that organization day in and day out. No question.
This is my goodbye.